In this lecture, we are going to implement a median filter in Python. That is, we are going to perform signal denoising using a median filter. First of all, we need to import the necessary modules in our Python environment. These modules are numpy, matplotlib.pyplot, and from matplotlib, we will import style. I will run this cell to import the modules. Now, we have successfully imported all the necessary modules. Next, we have to perform 3 steps. First, we generate a noiseless signal. Then, we generate noise. Finally, we add the noise to the signal to create a noisy signal. This signal here is our noisy signal. We are repeating the same steps we used for the mean filter or moving average filter. Here, the sampling rate is 256 Hz, and we generate a time vector between 0 and 3 seconds with an interval of 1 over the sampling rate. The number of samples in the signal will be called points. This 1 over the sampling rate converts the time vector into seconds. This is our noiseless signal, which is a sine wave of frequency 2 generated using np.sine of 2 pi if t. The frequency f is 2 Hz, so we have a noiseless sinusoidal signal. Next, we create random noise with the same number of points as the noiseless signal so that we can add it to the signal and create a noisy signal. Let's run this cell to generate the noiseless signal and plot it. We can see that the signal starts at 0 and ends at 3 seconds. Now, we select the parameters for applying the median filter to our noiseless signal. Since we are using a for loop for the median filter, we first initialize the filter signal with a length equal to the length of the noiseless signal. The length of the noiseless signal is 768 points. If we print the value of points, we can confirm that there are 768 samples. So we generate 768 zeros, which will be replaced by the filtered values during the for loop. We apply the median filter by running a for loop from 0 to the length of the noiseless signal. Signal.shape0 also equals 768. Filter signal I is the loop parameter. When the first iteration runs, I equals 0, and the index runs from 0 to 50, which means 0 to 49. During this iteration, the filter calculates the median of 50 samples. It then moves to the next sample and repeats the process. This continues for all 768 samples. Running this cell generates a filtered signal using np.median. It is easy to apply the median filter using np.median on a signal by specifying the filter length. Next, we apply a moving average filter with n equal to 50 to compare the results. We again generate 768 zeros for the filtered signal and run a for loop from 0 to 768. The mean filtered signal is calculated using np.mean on the same order of samples. Here, we take the mean instead of the median. Running this cell generates the mean filtered signal. Now, we can compare the performance of the mean and median filters on this signal. We can open the plot in a new window for better visualization. The noisy signal is in green, the median filtered signal is in red, and the mean or moving average filtered signal is in blue. Both filters perform well on the noisy signal, but both produce an edge effect, which is common when filtering signals. We know from the Gaussian median filter lecture that zero padding can be used to avoid the edge effect. The main purpose here was to perform denoising rather than address edge effects. However, if you want to avoid the edge effect in a median filter, you can first add zero padding to the noisy signal, then filter the zero padded signal, and finally remove the edges. In this way, we have performed filtering and denoising using the median filter.